Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Star Trek Online. So, we are continuing along the main storyline. In our last episode, we did the fluid dynamics under the Undine Advance, and we met an interesting alien called a Gekli. And I have to make a change to something I said. Through reader feedback, I realized I had mentioned the wrong alien. The Gekli that we see in Fluid Dynamic, they represent, or they look like at least, the alien creature seen in the Next Generation episode called Galaxy's Child. And that alien, there was a mother, big one, and it gave birth to a baby one. And the baby one suckled power from the Enterprise, and it was through the heroism of Dr. Leia Brahms and Geordi LaForge that they saved the day and figured out how to get this creature off the Enterprise. If you look at that alien in the show and the Gekli we saw in Fluid Dynamics, they look like the same creature. Okay, so there's a connection there. The problem with that is I think Star Trek Online got it wrong, because the way they describe the Gekli with these aliens that inhabit them and are friends with them and almost form a kind of bond with them, and then we also find out they have power to, pretty much open a dimensional, wormhole or whatever from fluidic space to regular space. They also have other powers, apparently. All of that describes the alien that we saw in Tin Man, which was the episode I was referencing, where they find an alien who is near a star and it wants to die, and Deanna's friend, who is a Betazoid, he called it Gumshoe or something like that. But that alien looks totally different than the one we see here in the game. So I think they took the storyline of that alien and applied it to this other alien creature that didn't look anything like that one. And to be honest with you, there was no indication in Galaxy's Child that those aliens were, that you inhabit them, that, they look like just a alien creature by themselves. They don't need a pilot or anything. Whereas the Gekli we see in Star Trek Online, they have pilots, which is what Gumshoe needed in Tin Man. So I think Star Trek Online kind of got it mixed up. I think all they have to do to fix it, really, is change the art for the alien. Change the alien to look like the one from Tin Man, and bingo, you fixed the whole problem. So that's why it was a little confusing, and thanks to user feedback, there you go. It looks like the alien from Galaxy's Child, but it reads like the alien from Tin Man. So there's a little confusion there. Alright, so anyway, all that aside, we are now up to our final episode in the Federation storyline under the Undine Advance. This is the very last episode of the series, and now that you level so fast, you'll definitely be a VA by the time you get to this episode. But it deals with the Undine, and it's actually pretty interesting. We learn a little bit more about them, and we get to fight a lot of them, actually. So let's go ahead and accept the mission. The reason for the Undine infiltrations into the Alpha Quadrant is revealed. We're not ready to give up on peace with the Undine yet, Admiral. It's a long shot, but there are those in command who want to make another attempt to communicate with the Undine on their terms. Celestra Mex is one of the most powerful telepaths available. Even the Betazoids acknowledge her expertise. She's agreed to go into fluidic space to attempt to transmit our offers of friendship directly to the Undine. I want you there with her. If things don't work as planned, she may need your help. So travel to the Kuda system and the Palea sector, blah blah blah. And we will get a Mark 10 level rare kit, engineering, science, or tactical, depending on what your grade or what your career is. So let's accept that. And one thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my Borg tribble off I've been using, and I want to add my fluidic tribble. I have a fluidic space tribble. Removes all previous tribble buffs, and see it gives you plus 1.5 all damage resistance for 3600 seconds. Gives you plus 5 psionic damage resistance because the Undine used that psionic damage, and a toxic damage resistance, which another one of their powers is an Undine infection. So we'll put that tribble on and we will use it in this episode for the first time. And here's what it looks like when you activate it. Ooh, shiny. So it's a fluidic space tribble. Alright, let's beam up. La-da-dee-la. There's... okay, here we go. Thank you. I was trying to think of a song, but nothing was coming into my head, so that's what you get. Alright, let's warp out. Actually, before we warp out, let's check real quick and see if we can add a diplomatic DOF mission here. We found one. Keep those going. And we warp out. Okay, and we're in sector space. We need to go to the transwarp hub. And while we're in sector space, we can also check on more missions here. There are no diplomatic missions. Lots of other type of missions, but I'm not worried about them yet. Pretty much just concentrating on diplomatic. We're at 25,000 and we need to get to 50,000 to hit rank 3. So we're still quite a bit of ways. Let's see, on the calendar right now is Fleet Marks event, Mirror Universe Incursion. Look at this. Let's see. I was just looking for the Tour of the Universe, and it is not until 1 p.m. today, 12 hours from now. Wow. Okay. Not going to be able to do that for a while. My energy credits are really low on Ensign Ricky, 30,000 right now, so... and I don't have enough dilithium to do anything. I need to grind, which is one of the things I really hate. But honestly, I need to grind if I want EC and dilithium, and I haven't done either on Ensign Ricky, because all we've been doing are these storyline episodes. I haven't done anything else. So this is what happens when you don't do anything else, is you run out of resources. Okay, Gamma Orionis. Now we'll head to the Pelia sector for our last mission of this series. Of course, I will be doing KDF missions, I will be doing STFs, I'll be doing all kinds of stuff. This is just the last mission of our Federation series that we have going on here. I will make another series that deals with the Klingons. See, I think that cooldown time right there of 2 minutes on the slipstream drive, way too long. You can pretty much only use it once. Oh, now it's at 1 minute. So now we just have to wait. Could transwarp there, but that costs energy credits too. Why transwarp when you can fly for free? Yeah, so we definitely have lots more to do. This is not the end, even though it's the end. It's the end of the Federation stuff. Well, not all the Federation stuff, but it's the end of the storyline missions. And we have, I mean, there's a ton more stuff to do in this game. There's all the dailies and, you know, all the other extra stuff you can do in the game. So we have lots to explore. Like I said, this is an ongoing project that will pretty much never end. And the reason why it will kind of never end is because it's an MMO. They will constantly be releasing updates to the game. Every year, they release at least 2 seasons, which have major updates to the game. This last season was the Starbase updates, and Season 7 is supposed to focus a lot more on content and open up a whole new sector block in space. So Season 7 will be a pretty big change for the game, I think. Well, not a change, just a pretty big update for the game, because we'll finally have a lot more things to do in the game and a whole new sector. I don't know what that sector is going to be. I hear rumors it might be the sector where the Viridian star is. For example, that's where Kirk died, and Picard met Kirk on Viridia 3 or whatever it was because of the Nexus coming through and all that stuff. I think that's the system that's going to be opened up, but I'm not entirely sure. I hope so, because I think Betazoid might be somewhere around there, and it would be neat to have that planet opened up in this game. Alright, let's enter the CUDA system. It would be cool to visit Viridia 3 or whatever that planet is and like go to a Kirk memorial. They could have like a big memorial set up for James T. Kirk where he's buried there. I think that would be kind of a cool thing to have in the game. I never did like that they buried Kirk on that planet, by the way. I really disagreed with that option. They should have taken him back to Earth and buried him on Earth where he belongs. Not Viridia 3. Some strange planet out there nobody's ever heard of. Alright, receiving a signal from the Saleya, Captain. Putting it on screen. I will guide you through the portal, Admiral. My mission here is to spread a message of friendship to all in fluidic space. If all goes well, this mission will be a peaceful one. However, your leaders felt it was best that we have an escort, and I was told that you had previous experience in fluidic space that would prove useful. Indeed, I do. So this is another star system that we've never seen. I don't know why there's a force of Federation ships here, and Klingon too. I'm guessing because this is an incursion point where Undine come in through. That's my only reasoning for why there's a fleet here. But it's beautiful. You've got this planet. Look at this ring system. This is unique. Before we follow the Saleya, let's look at this real quick, because this is really cool. You got this planet over here, and you got this planet over here. 2 planets, and they share the same ring system, which is not really a ring system, but it goes like out through here and around, not just yet, and it goes around this planet and then comes back around this planet. So it's like 2 planets sharing or inside of a ring. I mean, I just think that here you can see it on the map. They kind of crisscross, almost like an infinity symbol. They crisscross like this around both planets, and you have this awesome looking ring kind of system around 2 planets. You've never seen anything like that in the episodes on TV, yet here is something like that in the game, and this is where a game can really expand upon stuff seen in a TV series, because you can do a lot more stuff in a game than you could, on TV. And I think this is just an awesome idea, and I wish there was more to this system. I wish there was more you could do here. Pretty much, once we enter fluidic space, we never come back to the system. We're done with it. So all this system is a portal to fluidic space. So that kind of sucks, because I wish they did more with this system, or there was more to do here, or had some kind of daily you could do here or something, because I don't know. To me, this is just beautiful. Just absolutely space, I don't know what you call it. Sexy space, beautiful, sexy space stuff. At least to me. Alright, enter fluidic space. And here we are in fluidic space. We have arrived safely, Captain. The Saleya is hailing us. Celestra has more information about our mission, putting it on screen. And there's her picture. I am sensing much anger and hostility here. It may prove to be more difficult than I was anticipating. The anger, the hate, feelings of betrayal, feelings of violation. It's hard to concentrate. They're so strong. We must be on our guard. Escort the Saleya, so now we have to follow her, and of course she goes directly into this Undine ship that's firing on her.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Okay, she is alright. So how are these peace talks going to go after we destroyed one of their ships? First thing we do is enter the space and destroy their ships. Now let's go have a peace talk with them. That'll go over real well. Sometimes the Federation is not too bright. And we're gonna have to take out another ship.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Alright. So there. And there's more enemies. Of course, we're going to fly right by them. Or right into them.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Sweet. Yeah, that fire at will is pretty cool. And that's just fire at will 1. Imagine what fire at will 3 does. Pretty powerful, actually. If you have a lot of targets to fire at once, it definitely comes in handy. Boy, this ship is so beautiful. I love the lighting in this map. Oh, another ship. Oh, this time it's a battleship.
Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Fire. There we go, did some damage. Okay, we're good so far. Oh, more ships. We are flying all over the place, that's for sure. And it's a cruiser.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Ow. Come on. Boy, I want one of those ships. I really do. Alright. I want to fly one of those so bad. There's the Celia. Having some Undine ships in the game to fly would be just so nice. I think. In my opinion. Oh, she's getting away from me. Oh crap. Oh crap. They came out of nowhere.
Target shields have failed.
They came out of nowhere and they went away. And the Celia is not moving. Ops. Sir, we're getting an emergency signal from the Celia. The Undine, they've beamed onto ship. So many. Plasma jettisoned. Losing control. Help. Help. We've lost all communication with the Celia. I'm reading a massive buildup of energy. Captain, something is blocking our sensors. They just blew up. Attempting emergency beam out. No good. I can't get a lock on the Celia's crew. The Celia, it's gone. Admiral Ensign Ricky, I am weak, so I cannot transmit for long. I am alive. My crew was killed and I was taken by the Undine. They're holding me in a strange organic structure. You must find me. Admiral, you must. No, they're coming. Hurry. What? What was that? It sounded like it was coming from inside my head. But if you heard it too, then could it be? Sir, if Celestra is alive, we have to find her. So basically, they did that really quickly. Somehow, they got on board, got her, and went all the way to that planet, not planet, but organic structure mass, in like the blink of an eye. I don't know how they did it so fast, but they got all the way over there and put her in a hold, all within like 10 seconds. So yeah, that's pretty fast. I don't know how they did that, but there you go. Plot line. Okay, now we have to avoid, if we can, the Undine. So I'm going to kind of fly way up here. I don't want to fight the Undine if I don't have to. So here's the structure where she's being held. Basically, just fly around all the enemies, try not to get caught, and fly as close to this facility as you can. And there we go. I can sense you more clearly now. You must be close. Starfleet was right to send you with me, Admiral. Sir, I'm picking up our life signs as well as several others. This could be some sort of prison or holding facility, which could explain why there is an oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere down there. The Undine would need that to keep captives from our dimension alive. Setting coordinates to beam down inside the domed area, Captain. If there are hostages there, we have to rescue them. So I get my whole away team, and we get to beam down to one of these domes that the Undine create that are capable of having an atmosphere in them that we can breathe. So that's pretty awesome. Sir, I'm detecting multiple life signs in the buildings ahead. The smaller buildings contain Undine. The non-Undine captives are being held in the elevated buildings. I'm reading Celestra, but there is a scattering field, so I can't pinpoint the structure she's in. At the entrance of each building, there is a membrane that I think we can weaken enough to allow the prisoners to escape. So this rescue prisoners is optional. If you do it, great. If you don't do it, you don't lose anything because of it. So look at this structure. It's very large, as you can see. And, wow. So basically, you don't have to do the optional, but I'm going to. And when you do the optional, you have to fight several different groups of Undine. So that makes it a little more tough, but you can see them circled right here where you have to go. Those two, and then these two, and then way over here is where Celestra is. So basically you just kind of follow the path all the way down through and rescue the hostages. So that's what we're going to do right now. To get my fluidic tribble going. And go to the first one, which is really this way. See, there's groups of Undine everywhere. I try to avoid them if I can, but you may not be able to. You may have to fight them anyway. They are not as hard as the Borg. They are much easier. They don't have shields, so that's one reason why they're just a little bit easier. But they're nothing like fighting the Borg. All right, here's one of those membranes. So if we go up to the membrane and puncture it, it'll allow the prisoners inside. We can tag for transport. There we go. And every time you do that, it beams down a group of Undine. But as you can see, very, very easy to take care of. Alright, let's go to the other one, which is up this way. Oh, but here's a group of Undine that want to mess with me. I've always wanted an Undine bridge officer. That would be nice to have on an away team. Have one of them as your bridge officers. One that's maybe sympathetic to your cause or something. So here's another membrane. We will weaken it. Tag for transport. And then once we do that, we have to fight more Undine. As you can see, that's pretty easily done. I think you're a little late firing there, buddy. So now we want to head to this other section over here, because I believe that's where we will find our other two captives. So we just need to work our way kinda that way.
Enemy target on.
After I deal with these undead. There. Now let's head this way. Everybody with me? My Jem'Hadar is far away. Where are you? Come on. And there we can see there's one membrane, and there should be another one. Insane in the membrane. Ah, there's the other one over there. Okay, let's take care of these. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set up a mortar here. And that. Yeah, gravity is really low too on this thing. Okay, now fire. He's a Psi commander. Well, thank you for freezing me there, buddy. And now let's take care of these. He's a battle leader, so he's a little more tough. That's how you do that. Okay, let's open this one. Tag for transports. And fight. There, that was pretty easy. I think you guys are going to go aggro that other group. That's nice, thank you for doing that. Now we have to fight them, and I didn't really want to. And you even got another group involved. Keep going, guys. Awesome, 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 awesome. Good gosh, how many did you aggravate? Ah, okay. I'm a tripod. That. Alright, now, finally, we can head to her, which is directly that way. And run. I've defeated 100 Undine. Yay. Alright. Same as before. I'm going to weaken this membrane. Actually, I don't think enemies appear on this one. I think just Celia does. Talk to, or not Celia, Celestara. Celestara, yeah, Celestara. I've been saying her name wrong. What happened to your ship? The Undine attacked, and we... Well, duh, I knew that. How could I... Jeez. I'm stupid, apparently. Most of my crew died in the initial attack on the Celia. I cannot sense the minds of the rest. As far as I know, I am the only survivor. What did the Undine want? They brought me here to study me. They've encountered humanoid telepaths before, but I am stronger than most. This is a holding facility for humanoids in which the Undine have an interest. Some of us are research subjects. Others have information that the Undine want. But their interest in me has given us a great opportunity. I was able to probe their minds as they were examining me, and I have learned much. Awesome. Why are they attacking our dimension? They are attacking because they think we are a threat to them. The Undine were wary after their first encounters with humanoids, but they were willing to listen when Catherine Janeway offered a truce. All they wanted was to be left alone. Then they were attacked, this time in fluidic space, and all the evidence they found pointed to an invasion by the humanoids, by us. They found an artifact here. The technology is unlike anything they've ever seen before, and they've been studying it for several years. They know it's how whomever has been attacking fluidic space has been getting in, but it doesn't use a quantum singularity. The Undine are passionate about protecting fluidic space. They decided that if the humanoids were attacking here, they would respond in kind, but they didn't think an overt attack would succeed, so they used their shape-shifting or shape-changing technology to make us destroy ourselves. The breakdown of the Klingon Federation alliance, the rise of Empress Sela, the attack on the Gorn that led to the Klingon-Gorn War, the Undine have been involved in it all. We are their greatest weapon. That right there explains a lot of this whole past storyline we've been dealing with the Federation Klingon War and all that stuff. The Undine are the ones who are behind it a lot. I'm trying to choose my words carefully because we have also later learned it's not just the Undine but also the Iconians kind of pulling the strings from the back. But I think the Undine are getting played by the Iconians too. And you'll see that here in a second. What can you tell me about this artifact they found? The Undine believe that it is a trans-dimensional teleportation device. It appears as a large gateway with a control device that can direct where the users go. The Undine's tests have shown that it can access locations thousands of light years away. From what I have learned, I don't believe that it is Alpha Quadrant technology, not like we understand it anyway. A group that could build and use these gateways wouldn't need starships. Who does that sound like to you? Huh. Do you know where the artifact is located? Yes, I can lead the way as soon as you are ready. So lead on. Let's go find this artifact. Sir, we're receiving a message from the Tom Baker. Undine vessels appeared near the ship and then warped out. I'm detecting additional Undine life signs inside the dome. The bioships may have been here to drop off reinforcements. We need to be on our guard. So we gotta follow her to this artifact. So a trans-dimensional gateway that can allow users to travel thousands of light years in a second. Yeah, who does that sound like to you? Well, it sounds like Stargate, but it also sounds like Iconians. She is really skinny. This glowy stuff you see, by the way, this is a bug. This should not be here. It has never been that glowy before. There's apparently some kind of white blob bug that this game has, and this map is suffering from that bug. Oh, she was hurt pretty bad. Well, my people healed her up. Heal, heal, heal. This is the area that the Undine wanted you to see. All of the incursions into their world started here. They believe that Starfleet was using this technology as a prelude to full-scale invasion. They do not understand why we would do so, but they are more than prepared to meet force with force, as their actions in our world have so clearly shown. The Undine see us as a threat to everything they hold dear, and they are prepared to destroy us to protect themselves. However, I think they're wrong. When I look at this gateway, I feel a dark alien presence in my mind. It is something ancient, something unnatural, and there is a single word: Iconian. I'm sorry, Admiral, with all of this, I'm feeling quite weak. Would it be possible for me to return to the Tom Baker? Oh yes, okay, sure, go ahead. You may beam up while I examine this gateway and fight more Undine. To inspect the gateway, sir. Well, of course we do. So yeah, that's definitely an Iconian control device. And definitely an Iconian gateway. Your aggression knows no bounds, blah blah blah, you should perish. Well, I think you should perish. And I completely missed all of them. Cool. So obviously this is not a Federation technology. This is Iconian technology, and it's the Iconians who have come to fluidic space and started causing havoc. Their problem, what it is it's the Iconians causing trouble for the Undine and making them think it's us, so that the Undine will attack us. See, the Iconians are pulling all the strings, even pulling the Undine strings, so that they can pull our strings. Okay, departs. Oh look, there's the inside of it. So that was a lot of fact learning just now. But we have learned a lot about why things have been happening this whole story. So, here we go. The Iconians, I thought they were extinct. This is not good, Admiral. However, at least now we know why the Undine have been attacking us. You destroyed the Iconian gateway in fluidic space. That's a start. Now we must remain vigilant. I'm sure we'll see more of the Iconians again. They may even be behind most of the trouble we've been having. Now our job is to stop them. And that is where the Federation storyline ends. Bam! Now it's our job to stop them, the Iconians. Dun dun dun. Alright, I'm ready for the rest, aren't you guys? Because I want to see where this goes. Come on now. We've had the Breen FE, 5 episodes. We've had the one dealing with the Davidians, 5 episodes. We've had the Riemann one, 5 episodes, and now we've had the Jim Hadar one, 5 episodes. That's 4 FEs, and none of them have continued the storyline of the Iconian, except for maybe the Riemann one, because the Iconians were wanting the Riemanns or whatever to abduct humanoids and put them through that test in Colosseum. Besides that, there's been pretty much no progression of the Iconian storyline since this game started. Here's the last episode. It ends with, now our job is to stop them, meaning the Iconians. 4 FEs in and we haven't dealt with them yet. I'm ready. Bring it on. You know? Bring on this huge storyline with the Iconians. My gosh. Make it a big one. Make it a 10 episode storyline, you know? Do something big. I'm ready for it now. This game's almost 3 years old. 3-year anniversary soon. I'm ready for I'm ready for the Iconians. I'm ready for them to do it in a big way. Let's bring it home, guys. Come on. Okay. Now that rant's over, let's get our engineering kit, which we're not going to need, but we'll take it and sell it. And his last message to us: stay safe out there. And that's it. Storyline missions done. Federation missions done. So if we go here, you'll see we can replay that mission now. Every mission is complete. Isn't that just awesome? So that's all of them. Now, like I said, that's not going to be the last bit of content. We have plenty of content lined up. And in fact, I will be making another episode that's going to simply talk about where we're going to head next with these videos and what's going to transpire in the future, and all the videos I'll be making, and I'll recap the Federation storylines and what we've learned, and go over my thoughts about all of the different missions and stories, and how it has compares to the TV show and that kind of stuff. So I'll make a video about that. And then after that, we're going to get to some KDF stuff. Ooh, KDF. So stay tuned, guys, and thank you so much for watching. And please don't unsubscribe. I still have lots more to come for Star Trek Online. Like I said, it will be never ending. All right, guys, thank you for watching. And I'm back. Sorry for that quick cut there. But I had just finished the video and I warped back to sector space, and I finally got the 2 accolades that come with finishing that last mission of the game for preventing for rescuing Celestera and preventing the Undine plot. I get a new title choice: Moist. That has to be the most awesome title that you can apply to yourself in the game. Moist. Yes, you can be moist in Star Trek Online. On top of that, I got an accolade called Gateway, and I got an accolade complete called Fluidic Space Explorer. So I just wanted to add that little bit at the end of this episode because I warped into sector space and I was like, yep, I have to show you guys. You can choose if I go to hit U and hit Ensign Ricky and hit it under set title, I can choose moist. Hand, palm to forehead. There you Alright.